السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, I welcome you all to the class of تهذيب محاضرات في علم الصرف. And today we are doing inshallah إسناد الأفعال إلى الضمائر. Conjugations is teaching us conjugations. So we learned last time in our last class as-salim. So let's quickly review last times. We learned salim, mahmuz and muda'af. Three types last time. And so what is salim? He says السالم لا يتغير عند إسناده إلى الضمائر مطلقا ماضيا كان أو مضارعا أو أمرا. Salim, nothing changed. So the main point is لا يتغير. In salim, nothing changes. لا يتغير. Then you have mahmuz. Al-mahmuz لا يتغير عند إسناده. Mahmuz also doesn't change except a few words. And what are these? For example, he talked about أخذ and أكل. So نحذف الهمزة في الأمر من أخذ وأكل مطلقا. In أخذ, its amr is always خذ, and أكل it's always kul. خذ and kul. Take, and the hamza is always deleted. It could be either in ibtida as well as wasl. If il ibtidai wal wasli. In ibtida as well as wasli. But كما تحذف الهمزة في الأمر من أمر أمر وسأل. In أمر and سأل, only in the starting it's deleted. In أخذ and أكل, it's deleted all the time. But this mur and sal is only in the starting. Amma al-waslu, as for waslu, you can do both. Al-hadfu wal-ithbat. You can say wamur, or you can say wa'mur. Was'al or wasal. And he gives examples of that. And then tuhdafu hamzatu ra'a fil mudari wal amr. In the mudari and amr, the ra'a's hamza is dropped. This is common anyways. Yara and ra, and ara is the form 4 from it. إذا توالي حمزتان أول الكلمة and the second one has sukun. So two hamzas, if they come together and the second one has a sukun, you will change the second one into harfu maddin min jinsi harakati al-awwal, right? You'll change it accordingly. Like akala, aakulu. We know this rule already. Then he talked about muda'af. Muda'af, generally it remains the same, but we know in the conjugation we open it up, like maddats or hajja. Hajja, hunna, hajajna, hajajta, hajajtum. From hunna onwards, we'll open it up. And mudare, you have to do three things. One is wujubul fak, you should open it up all the time. It happens when hunna and antunna. Hunna yahjujna, antunna tahjujna. You have to open it. Jawaz is what? When you make it majzoom, again you have an option. You can say lam yahujja or lam yarudda or lam yardud. When you make it majzoom. Wujubul idgham, you have to do idgham in other than that. Hajja, hajja, hajju, yahuju, yahujjani, tahujju. You have to make it mandatory. You can't open it up and say yahjuju, not allowed. Only when you're making it majzoom, that's when you're allowed. And amr also, wal amru kal mudare majzoom, amr also you have a choice. You can say uhjuj or hujja. Uhjuj or hujja. This is what we've learned. Inshallah, we'll see when we get into exercises. 1 second, I'm getting a call. 1 second, I have to take this. Sorry. All right, now let's begin with as-salim. Sorry, misal. Let's begin with misal. Misal, there are some qawaid. Fil madi la yuhdhafu minhu shay'un. Nothing is deleted from it. Fahuwa kas-salim. So in the madi, there is no qawaid at all. In the madi, there are no qawaid at all. There are no rules at all. So you have to, don't worry. So like for example, wajada, wajadu, wajadat, huwa wajada, hiya wajadat, anta wajatta, ana wajadtu, nahnu wajadna, hum wajadu, hunna wajadna. So it's very simple. No changes at all. Wal mudare qisman. And for mudare, there are two types now. Mudare qisman. Al mudare wawi alfa. So first we are talking about mudare wawi alfa. That means the first letter is wow. What is misal? Misal means the first letter is a wow, no? For example, or wow, yeah, whatever. If it is wow, it is called misal wawi. If it is like yeah, it is called misal yeah, like yasura to become easy or anything. Yana. So wal mudari qisman. So in madi, Whatever it is, if it's wawi or yai, we don't care. The conjugation is normal. There's no problem. But in mudare, you have to now differentiate between wal mudare qisman. The two types of mudare. Al mudare, al wawi, al fa. That means mudare wawi. That is mithal wawi. Tuhdafu fa'uhu. The fa is deleted. Fa is deleted إذا كان الفعل مكسور العين في المضارع. The fa is deleted when, not all the time. Last time in Madina books, he talked only, like he just gave the basic example. Like we just delete it all the time. Like wa'ada, ya'idu, we just drop it all the time. But now he said it's not all the case, only when إذا كان الفعل مكسور العين. So the ain, the second letter should have a kasra fil mudari. Then only you have to delete the waw. For example, wa'ada ya'idu. Why? See, yaw'idu it was, no? Yaw'idu. So waw is between two enemies now. They say baina aduwatan or aduwatain. It is between two enemies. What are the two enemies? One is ya and the other is a kasra. Correct? So ya, waw drops off. The waw goes away. So it becomes ya'idu. Wa'ada ya'idu. When maqsood al-ain faqat. Wazana yazinu. Wa'adha ya'idu. Wazana is to weigh. Wa'adha is to give a lecture, admonish people. Walada yalidu kibbat. Wathaba yathibu, to jump. Wathaba, to jump. See, yathibu. All of them, look at them, they are of bab daraba. You can remember bab daraba, these guys are. Bab daraba, if it is daraba yadribu, then only we have to delete the waw. But what if it is not a kasra? فَإِنْ كَانَ الْمُدَارِعُ مَضْمُومَ الْعَيْنِ. If it is madmum, has a dhamma, أو مفتوحها, or it is fatha, فَلَا حَذْف, there's no deletion. And we didn't actually learn this in Madina books. He just gave this basic rule and khalas. But we are now learning if it is dhamma, right? So example, wajuha, yawjuhu. Why did not delete it here? We say we did not delete it here because the ain kalima is dhamma. What is wajuha? Wajuha, noble person. Wajuha, a man of distinction. Wajuha Hamidun. Hamid has become noble. So wajuha, like kaduma kind of. Wajuha. Yawjuhu. Why did we not delete it here? Well, ain kalima, the second letter has a dhamma. Then wajila yawjalu. That comes in the Quran. Wajila, la tawjal, to be fearful. Wajila. So yawjal. So yawjalu, yawjalani, huma yawjalani, hum yawjaluna, hiya tawjalu. Like that, right? We don't delete the waw. Because now waw is not between two enemies. Like fatha is not an enemy to a waw. Ya is an enemy, we can understand that. But the fatha is not an enemy. So wajila yawjalu. Alhamdulillah. Amma ma warada fil lughati mimma zahiruhu yukhalif. Now there are some words, you gave a rule. There are some words, mimma zahiruhu yukhalif. But these verbs are less, right? Yeah, not very common. Yes. Not very common, yes, inshallah. If you go to Quran dictionary, at least in the Quran, if you select waw, wa'ada ya'adu. There are verbs. Now this rule is problematic because just now I saw a verb, wa'ada is ya'adu. But it's not in the Quran. Awbaraha, wabaqa, yubiqu. Yeah. Yubiqu. Okay. Now he says, وَأَمَّا مَا وَرَى, there are exceptions. You said, okay, how about wada'a yada'u? See, in Madina books, he taught us wada'a yada'u also. He taught us this. Wada'a yada'u. What? Where's the kasra here? Right? He says, zahiruhu, it's mukhalif. Okay. Originally, it was yawdi'u. I mean, it was, yawdi'u. Why did you give a fatha? He says, he gives examples. Yada'u, yahabu, wahaba yahabu, to grant. See, ha has a fatha. Waqa'a yaqa'u, fatha. Wasa'a yasa'u. Wasa is to be, wasi'a yasa'u, sorry. Wasi'a is to be wasi'. Wasu'a yawsu'. Yeah. Wasi'a, I think. It should be wasi'a. Yeah, wasi'a yasa'u. To be wide, roomy, spacious. Wata'a yata'u. Wata'a. Wata'a yata'u. Wata'a is to give birth. No, something like wata'a. Wati'a. To tread. Wati'a yata'u. Wati'a. To walk. Wati'a. Walaga. Walaga is to Walaga. Walaga. Walaga is to lick. Oh yeah, something. Licking. Walaga. Especially for dog. It comes in a hadith. Walaga. Al-kalb. And when waza'a yaza'u. Waza'a or wazi'a. Wazi'a is what? Waza'a is to stop someone. I've never heard all of this. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. So wada'a yadahu is to put. Wahaba yahabu is to grant. Waqa is to put. I mean, waqa is to occur or locate or situated, or waqa is to fall, and wasa is to be, or wasi'a is to be wide, wasi'. Wata'a is to walk. Wata'a yata'u. We can write it down, all this. To walk. The new ones. Wata'a. Wata'a. Walk. Like trampling, walking. Wata'a is like trample, walk. Walaga is to lick. Like la'iqa is also to lick, but this is for dog generally. And what was waza'a yaza'u? To restrain someone. Restrain. Stop. Waza'a. Waz'un, restraining. Restrain. Waz'un is restraining. Stopping. Okay. So what about this? فَقَدْ كَانَ فِي الْأَصْلِ مَقْصُودُ الْعَيْنِ. So he says in the original it was مقصود العين غير أن عينه فتحت بسبب حروف الحلق. And we have given a fatha because of حروف الحلق, of a throat letter. التي تؤثر الفتح. آثر يؤثر. So this is تؤثر, I think. التي تؤثر الفتح. آثر is to prefer. It comes in the Quran. آثر. So تؤثر الفتح, which prefers fatha. So all these rules which you are seeing, yada'u, where's the waw? You might have to ask the question. Then he says no, because one of them, ayn kalima or lam kalima is halq, huruf halq, hamzaha, aynha, ghayn kha. See, all of them have no. And halq is easier, the throat letters easier, fatha is easier on that. That's why they deleted di'u, like yawdi'u. Before ayn kasra is like difficult, so they've changed it. Okay, but the general rule, remember the general rule. It's rare anyways. As a rule, you can remember, delete the vowels, right? Delete the vowels in mithal. But you should know, because inshallah we are a little bit advanced, that it will only happen bikasril ayn if it is of bab daraba, not others. But for others, what are the exceptions? Except if it is a throat letter. You can make it like this, some qaida, right? Except if it is a throat letter. All right. Al-mudari ya'i al-fa. That means mudari ya'i al-fa. That is the first letter is a ya. La tuhdafu fa'uhu. Fa is not deleted. Fahuwa ka-salim. So yas are never deleted. He didn't teach us yas in Medina books. Yana. Yana is to become ripe. Yana. Yana is to become ripe. Yana, because there's a hadith, yana, to become ripe. Don't sell fruits qabla. In Medina books he brought in lesson 24 or something. Don't sell fruits in the hadith. So yana, he didn't use yana, but yana is to become ripe in another hadith. So yana, yayni'u. Yayni'u. It's not deleted. Yabisa is to become dry. Yaybasu. So they liked it. I mean, it's like fine, yaybasu, fine, we can pronounce it. They didn't delete it. They did not change it to yabisu. They changed it yayibisu. They left it. Ya'isa is to despair. So yayasu. Yayas comes in the Quran, from what I know. La tayas. Don't be. Yeah, yabisa also comes, but I don't know mudara is there. No. Yabisa not as mudara. Yabisat is used. But la tayas is used. La tayasu wa la tayasu min rawhillah. Don't despair from the mercy of Allah. Rawh is like mercy or relief. So Yaqub alayhi salam says, relief from Allah. Rawh. Okay. So mudare yai, no need to learn at all because nothing happens there. Ya is like, ya is very strong. Vav is the one who makes adjustments. Like last time also, when Vav and Ya come and the second one is a sakin, Vav is always changed into a Ya, right? No matter whoever comes first, Vav is the one who makes compromises. Ya is like, we don't care. Well, amru kal mudare tamaman, and amr is also like mudare. So same rules apply for mudare, amr also. Well, masdar, and masdar, إذا كان مصدر الواو مقصود العين. It is masdar al-wawi maqsood al-ain. So of wawi fil mudare jaza fihi al-hadfu wa adamuhu. You can do hadf of the waw or you can delete it. Taqulu wa'ada ya'idu. Again, it's only applicable in kasra al-maqsood al-ain. Right? Wa'ada ya'idu. Correct? So you can do two masdars. One with waw, wa'adun, promise, and the other without it, idatun, fi'l. That is ilatun. The pattern is ila, right? Ilatun. The waw is deleted. He talked about in Mizan Sarfi also. Wa'adha ya'idu, to admonish someone. So idatun, admonition, or wa'adun. Give a wa'ad, lecture. Wa'ad. We can do both. Only in maqsood al-ain. وَإِذَا حُذِفَتِ الْوَاوُ مِنَ الْمَصْدَرِ أُوِّدَ عَنْهَا. And anytime you delete something, no? Arabs like to give a ta marbuta. Anha bitta'in fi akhirihi. You get a ta. Because two letters they don't like. Minimum should be three, generally, right? Fi akhirihi kama fil amthilati sabiqa, like in the previous examples. Okay. So ultimately, mithal, what you should remember is, Madi, there's no problem. Mudare, if it is maqsoodul ain wawi maqsoodul ain, you delete the waw. Apart from that, don't delete it unless it's a throat letter. Amr is also same thing. And masdars, you can have two masdars of maqsoodul ain again, right? Where you can delete and you cannot delete. All right. Or for others, it's same. Like for example, wad'un. Wada'a, you always need to have the masdar from this. Wada'a, wad'un. You can never say da'atun from what I know, right? You cannot delete the waw. Only in maqsoodul ain you can delete it. Because the mudara has a fatha now. Like qa'atun, you cannot do that here because throat letters, no? Okay. Khamisan al-Ajwaf. So mithal is done the easiest, right? In Madina books also, they were the most easiest. Now things will get more complicated. Naqis is the most complicated. Ajwaf, what are some rules of Najwaf? So now, inshallah, once you understand these rules, things become very easy. No need to by heart kind of conjugation. Just remember these rules. Okay, it's remained the same. In the Mudare, waw is deleted in this, others remains the same. Yeah, khalas. Al-Mithal, Ajwaf. But understanding the rules looks difficult in the starting. تتلخص أحكامه في الماضي والمضارع والأمر في حكمين. Two rules he says. But obviously, two rules will have exceptions, some notes. No? It's not two rules, but Ajwaf. First rule is تبقى عينه. Its عين remains. عين. إذا تحركت لامه. If the lam kalima, the third letter, has a haraka, you have to keep the ain. For example, qala. He gives examples, no? Qala. Here. Qala. Now, what is the lam kalima? The third letter, lam, no? Lam has a haraka. Qala. Qalat. Lam has a haraka. Qala. So, all the conjugations till hunna, you can remember. I mean, if you don't want to remember, till hunna. But why is it happening? Because the lam has a sukun. From hunna onwards, what happens? It becomes qalna. This will have a sukun. This will have a qalna. Two sukuns are coming, no? The alif also has a sukun. Qalna. So what will happen? This will become the alif is deleted. And what should we give? Inshallah, we'll see that rule, which is the second rule. We have to give a dhamma, right? Qulna. Qulna. So when will you give a dhamma? When you give a kasra? It's a little rule we have to see. inshallah. Because generally, if it is a wow, we give a dhamma. That's what we learn. But there are some conditions to it. So qalu, simple, right? Qala, qalat, qala, yaqulu, yaqul, taqulina. Again, in mudari also same thing. The lam has a kasra. The lam kalima has a haraka. Keep the ain. That is the wow here, right? Keep it. Only in hunna and antunna it will delete. Yaqulna, taqulna. Okay. تحذف عينه or تحذف عينه. The ain is deleted إذا سكنت لامه للجزم. If the lam has sukun for jazm. For jazm. مثل لم يقل. When you make it majzoom, he says. Only in mudara he's saying لم يقل. So yaqul, it was no wow, had a sukun. So in ajwaf you can remember lam should always, you have to look at the lam kalima, third letter. If the third letter has a haraka, you keep the ajwaf, alif, whatever, the ain kalima. If it is sukun, then you delete it. Or lil amri, aw lil amri, qul, you delete it, no? Wow. أو لاتصاله بضمير رفع متحرك, or for ماضي also, or if it attaches with ضمير رفع متحرك. You know what is ضمير رفع متحرك? It is مرفوع. No, all pronouns of فاعل, ذهبت, ذهبتما, all these, or ذهبنا are called ضمير رفع, and it should be متحرك, should not be sakin. For example, قال, it's hidden here. قالت also is hidden. قال, the alif is a sakin, so it's called ضمير رفع sakin. And يقول, it's hidden anyways. تقولين, it's ya sukun, it's a sakin. The ya is the file, no? And qalu, wow also is a sukun. But the haraka ones, if they come, you have to give lam sukun. And because, right, qalna, this has a sukun, and this has a sukun, this has a sukun. I mean, this has a haraka. Because this is damir rafa, because of this, lam got a sukun. And because of this got deleted. Now I'm getting confused. Which one? Qultu, yaqulna, qulna. All these, whenever you attach damir rafa mutaharrik, second one, yeah. See, I'll repeat second one again. If the lam kalima, the third letter, has a sukoon, you will delete the ain kalima. That is the second root letter. And it could be for three reasons, he says. One is for making it majzoom. So, yaqulu, you want to make it majzoom. Yaqulu. Right? You want to add lam before it. So, what you'll do? You'll give sukun, right? Now, two sukuns cannot come together. Now, lam kalima has a sukun, no? So, you'll delete the waw. It becomes yaqul. Or for amr also, same thing. Qul. Correct? Qul. Or when in madi also, when you're doing hunna, no? Hunna, or anta, for example. Qulta, for example. So, anta was what? You'll take qala and add ta. But too many sukuns here. This has a sukun, this has a sukun. So, you'll delete this thing. You'll delete the alif. Yeah, and it will become khulta. It will become khulta. So where is the root letter? The root letter is deleted here. The alif, that was which was the waw, is deleted. So ain is not there. So if somebody asks, what's this pattern? So you'll say fa kalima is there, lam is there. So this is full ta, no? See, ain is not there. Full ta, sorry. Full ta. Full ta. There's half you take the consideration. So this is the second point. I hope it is clear, inshallah. Then there's a note now. What haraka will you give? What haraka? Now, haraka is a problem. In the hadfi ayn al-ajwaf, when you're deleting the ayn fil madi, tuharrakul fa. The fa is given dhamma aw bil kasr li wahid min amrayn. It will be given dhamma or a kasra, never fatha. It will not be never fatha, but dhamma or kasra. When we have to see one of these two things. للدلالة على حركة حرف المحذوف في المضموم والمكسور على العين في الأصل. Now, what is it? للدلالة, to indicate the haraka of the deleted letter. And in what? In dhamma and kasra. For example, al-ain mislu tala. Now, tala, you do the conjugation huwa tala, hum talu. Tala is to become tall. Tala. And then hiya talats. Hunna. Now hunna is a problem, right? So what will you give? Will you keep it fatha? No, you have to change it. So you have to know the original. How would you know? I don't know how you'll know, but originally it was tavula. It was tavula. Okay. So what happened was when you deleted this got transferred here. It became what? In hunna, it became tulna. They became tall. Correct? Generally, in Madina books, we told for simplicity's sake, or because we didn't know this rule, is that if it's a wow, put a dhamma, right? General rule. But it's not actually for the wow. It's for the haraka which is transferring. And these are rare anyways. And that rule of a wow, most of it applies. Okay. And for example, khifa. But sometimes it won't apply. Like for example, khafa, yakhafu. Now you'll be like, okay, khawfun, yes, it's wow. So hunna will come. You'll say khufna. It's not applicable here. Khufna. Why you? No, it's wrong. So why is not khufna? Because we learned a rule, right? When both of them have alif, you should always, it's always samia ismau, bab samia, right? From what we know. So it's khawifa. Khawifa yakhwafu is the original, to fear. So khawifa has a kasra here. Kasra here. So when you go to hunna, you'll say khifna. On ana, khiftu. So original is not the deleted letter. As for the first scenario, it is the haraka. It is the haraka. Now, not the letter. Because in these problems, it will be a problem. If you say wow, you'll be like khawf, it's a wow. Why did you not say khufna? We'll say no, it's a haraka. Okay? This is the first rule. The second, لِلدَّلَالَةِ عَلَى الْحَرْفِ الْمَحْذُوفِ. If for harf al-mahdhuf, when fil maftuhi, if it is fatha. Fatha, if the ain kalima has a fatha, maftuh al-ain, then it is wow. So our rule is correct, but only for one situation, which is fatha rule. Maftuh al-ain only. Fil asli mithlu qama qumtu. Now, qama, I don't know what it is. Qama, I think it's qawuma. I have no idea. Yaqumu. So nasara yansuru. It's qawama, I think. Qawama. Yeah, it's qawama because it says maftuh ain, no? It was yaqwumu. It's bab nasara. Yaqwumu. Yaqwumu. Huh? So it was, so wow has a fatha here. Now, will you give a fatha again? Why did they not give a fatha? Because we don't want to keep it the same. We are deleting it. We want some hint. We want some hint that this is a wow. So when you go to hunna, you'll change it to qumna. Qumna. Now, does this dhamma indicate, oh, it was kavuma? What? Kavuma? No, it doesn't indicate. How would you know? You won't know. You would know actually, because the mudare khama yaqumu. So it's bab nasara. So nasara yansuru. So qawama yaqwumu. Because in qafa, it is bab samya, no? Khawifa yakhwafu. Okay. So again, in mithal, remember what was in mithal? The rule was in mithal, if it is wawi and only maqsoodul ain, only kasra. Kasra here, only applicable to kasra, will delete the waw. Others we don't. Here, what haraka to give when you're deleting? Every time delete, when you the lam kalima has a haraka, has a sukun, you'll delete it. Qulna, qulta, qultuma, qultum, delete. But what haraka will you give? First thing, if in the original, if it was dhamma or the kasra, you'll give the same thing. If it is fatha, you'll give according to the letter which is deleted. For example, ba. And in Madina books, he gave, according to this rule, most of the Ajwaf, no? He gave ba. And ba was actually baya. Now, baya, ya has a fatha. Ya has a fatha. So when you're doing ba, ba'ata, you'll give a kasra now. Bi'na. You'll give a kasra and say bi'na. bi'na. Why are you giving kasra? Because it's a ya. So our rule is still applicable, but only if it is a fatha. Okay. It's a little advanced, I guess, but yeah. What haraka to give? Should we do naqis or next class? Naqis again. We have few rules, 4 rules. As you wish. No worries. Okay. We'll do naqis. So the next class, we can review everything and do the tamreenat. Okay. Inshallah. All right. Let's come to naqis. So now only 2 rules in Ajwaf. Ajwaf conjugation. Look at the lam kalima. I mean, 1 rule actually. 2 rules. When to give a haraka also you have to remember. Naqis. Salathatu ahkam. 3 rules. Now when you know the rules, you can conjugate any verb at all. You know, even if it is mazid fihi, whatever they throw at you, you can do that. Why? Because you know the rule. But rules we'll forget because it's difficult to remember rules. Examples we can remember, but rules is difficult. So it's not an issue. I mean, rules are just to, it's like going backstage of a play. Like how it's happening, you know, like that. All right. An-naqis. Lil-madi, an-naqis thalathatu ahkam. What is the first? So we learned 4 types of naqis, right? If you remember, masha yamshi, daraba yadribu. Then we have naha yanha, that is fataha yaftahu bab. Then this nama, not nama, sorry. The masha yamshi, naha yanha, da'a yad'u, which is the wawi type. And we learned 1 more. Nasiya yansa, which was the hardest. Nasiya yansa in book 2. Conjugation. So let's go through naqis. Don't worry if you don't understand naqis, like whoever's watching, because naqis is naqis. Weak verbs, the most difficult, inshallah, no problem. But we'll try to understand. Al-muttasil bitta'it ta'nith. So the first rules when you're doing conjugation, now everything will start changing madly. There we did not consider like hiya, okay, change and this one. Now, whenever you're doing conjugation, you have to remember these rules. First, if ta'ut ta'nith kan, tuhdhaful alifu mutlaqan. The alif is deleted always. Liltiqai sak. What is alif? At the end. Masha yamshi. Da'a yadu. In the madi, right? Mutlaqan you deleted. So ta'ut ta'nith come. First rule, delete the lam kalima, right? The last letter, last root. For example, Rama. So huwa Rama. He shot or he threw. What is Ra? I forgot the letter for Ra. Oh, it's with this finger. Okay. Rama. And hiya will be what? Hiya Ramats. Delete it. Why are we deleting it? You might be like, why? Give me the logic. Well, both are sukun, no? Rama, this alif has a sukun. This alif maksura, no? And the ta will also have a sukun. So 2 sukuns are coming. So delete it. Hiya Ramata. And again, dual also same thing. Ramata. Ta'ut ta'nith is there. Delete it. Right? And then a'ta. A'ta also same thing. A'ta again, this is naqis 4 letters, form 4. So when you say hiya, she gave, you'll delete it. A'tats. And dual also same thing. A'tata. A'tata. وَلَا تُحْذَفُ الْوَاوُ وَالْيَاوُ. But. The waw and ya will not be deleted. So he said what? Alif is deleted. So what is alif? When you're opening your mouth. We don't care how it is written. Like for example, da'a. Da'a is written like an alif. Right? Rama is written like a alif maksura. We don't care. This both are alifs actually. Technically, it's just a font which is changed. And this is also called alif maksura or alif layyina, whatever. Both are alif maksura actually. But just for differentiation. So these are called alifs. Both are alif. Just the font is different, right? Remember that. But if it is wow, for example, radiya. Radiya. This is not an alif. This is a ya, clear ya, because you're pronouncing the ya, no? Radiya. Here we won't delete. Radiyat. Radiyat. So the alif is only one. Radiyat. Here, radiyat, she became. And sarwa. Sarwa is to, I don't know what sarwa. 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 We keep the waw. It doesn't become sarwa. To begin, to dispel worries, I think. I don't know. That's what it says here. Sarwa. Yeah. Sarwa. Sarwa. To become happy, kind of. Sarwa. And then radiyata and sarwata. So if it is an alif, first rule, al-muttasil bitta uttanith. If it is an alif, delete the alif. Delete the alif. Second, al-muttasil bi wawil jama'a. What is wawil jama'a? Hum and antum will have the wawil jama'a, no? Yuhdhafu harful illati. Harful illa is deleted. وَيَبْقَى فَتْحْ مَا قَبْلَهُ إِنْ كَانَ أَلِفًا. So if it is an alif, the previous letter will have a fatha. For example, sa'a. You're doing conjugation of sa'a. When you come to whom, you'll add a vowel jama'a, no? So you'll delete the harful illa and bring the waw. Now, because this is a fatha, remember in Madina books we said, don't touch the fathas. Same thing here, right? Sa'u, sa'u. وَيُضَمُّ مَا قَبْلَهُ إِنْ كَانَ وَاوًا أَوْ يَاءً. But if it is not a fatha, it should be dhamma before wawul jama'a. Al-aslu fi wawil jama'ati annahu yudammu ma qablahu. The wawul jama'a, the original rule is it should be dhamma before it. So when you do da'a conjugation, so huwa da'a, hum. Again, this is fatha. Sorry. What example is giving? Radiya. Yeah. Radiya. Huwa radiya. He is pleased. They are pleased. Hum. This is a kasra. Now you add a waw jama. You know waw and kasras don't join. So always kasras you'll change into what? Dhammas. Radu. Hum radu. They are pleased. And we deleted the harful illa. So the second rule is, if it is coming with vowel jama, if it is a fatha, don't touch the fatha, keep the fathas. If it is dhamma or a kasra, change it to dhamma. Because if it's vowel jama, it should be originally dhamma itself. But fathas is like cool, it can be with anyone. So radu, it will not be radau. Radya, radya, radau. It will not be like that. It will be radya, radya, it's kasra. So dhamma, radu, hum radu, and saru. Saru also from sara yasri, I think, to travel by night. So saru. Oh, this is saru, I think. Sarua, yeah, he gives sarua, no? To become happy, kind of. So saru, saru. Third rule. Al-muttasilu bighayri dhalik. If it is attached to anything else, la yuhdhafu harful illa. Harful illa is not deleted. Bal yabqa ala aslihi. You'll keep it like that. You see how for anything else? For example, you do da, huwa, dual, it comes back. See, wow comes back. It's not deleted. And then whom, okay, whom we understand. And that again is deleted. And then here, that from dual also is deleted there. But hunna onwards, the wow comes back. Hunna dauna, dauta, dautama, dautum, anta, dauta, anti, dauti. It comes back. So remember, only for ta'utanith and wawul jama'a, you delete the harful illa, the weak letter at the end. But for others, you have to bring it that, for example, radiyat. I mean, this is radita. Radita. You are pleased. Saruta. What is the saruwa, no? Yeah, saruta, I think. وَتُرَدُّ الْأَلِفُ إِلَىٰ أَصْلِهَا فِي مَا آخِرِهِ الْأَلِفِ إِنْ كَانَتْ أَلِفْ ثَالِثًا. And the alif is changed to its original. For example, Rama. This is an alif makhsura. Rama. So the ya comes back, no? It will become Ramaitu. I shot. Ghazawtu. I went for war. فَإِنْ زَادَتِ الْأَلِفْ عَنْ ثَلَاثَةٍ قُلِبَتْ يَاءً مُطْلَقًا. And if it is more than 3 letters, you'll change into a ya only. So what is the rule is, if it is 3 letters, you'll originally change into the original. So you'll say da'utu. See, the waw came back. But if it's more than 3 letters, like a'ta, for example. A'ta. So we don't care if it is a waw or a ya. The font also will write it like a ya. And it will always become a'taitu. أعطيت. It will always become ya. Even if it is wawi. Because we don't know. Ata is alif, atta. Yeah, it's the actual ain, ta, and waw. And the form 1 is not used. Ata form 3 or form 4 is used. Ata or ata. So this is actually alif, ta, and waw. Alif, ta, and waw. Atawun. But why is it a ya? Where's the origin? We should bring back no. For more than 3 letters, you'll make it ya. Blanket rule. Istadaitu. For example, da yad'u is also dal, ain, and waw. So when you're doing the conjugation of ana da'utu, the waw comes back. But here it is a ya. So you'll be like, okay, the root letters is dal, ain, and ya. No, it's dal, ain, and waw. Why? Because it's more than 3 letters. So whenever you have more than 3 letters, be careful because we can't find out easily. You have to know that it's a waw. Istada'a is to claim something, call someone, kind of. This is what lil madi. This is for madi. You have to remember 3 rules. 3 rules. For ta'ut tanith, for waw al jama'a, delete. And then for any other, don't delete. Khalas. Wal mudari. Now we come to mudari. Yas'a, yas'ayani. Again, al-muttasil bi waw al-jama'ati aw al-ya al-mukhataba. Now we have waw al-jama'a also. We'll just do it quickly, inshallah. Don't worry. We'll repeat it again, all of these, in the next class, and then do the exercises. Al-muttasil bi waw al-jama'a. When you're doing waw al-jama'a, aw ya al-mukhataba. Okay, we'll do slowly. Okay, no problem. Now, al-muttasilu bi waw al-jama'ati, when it is attached with waw al-jama'a in mudari. Now we want to do mudari conjugation. For example, yas'a. How would we do it? So you have to remember these 3 rules. First, we'll think about hum, wawul jama, or antum, for example, and yaul mukhataba. What is yaul mukhataba? Anti. Anti. Yuhdhafu minhu harful illa. The harful illa is deleted. Again, deleted. There it was only ta, ta'ut tanis, wawul jama. Here we have yaul mukhataba. Now, وَيُفْتَحُ مَا قَبْلَهُ إِنْ كَانَ أَلِفًا. And if it is a fatha, again, don't touch. Like we said in Madi, don't touch the fatha. Similarly here, it will be fatha if it is an alif. For example, yas'a, the ain has a fatha. Or you can say this is an alif maksura. Correct? When you're deleting it, and then it will be yas'auna. Yas'auna. Why? Because this is a fatha. Don't touch the fathas. Yas'auna, they start. Or tas'aina. For ina also, it will become aina. In anti tas'aina. Why? Because of fatha. وَيُؤْتَى بِحَرَكَةٍ مُجَانِسَةٍ إِنْ كَانَ وَاوًا أَوْ يَاءً. But it will be the haraka mujanisa means same haraka will come. If it is a waw, we'll give a dhamma. If it is a ya, we'll give a kasra. Because wawul jamaa requires a dhamma, no? Al asl fil wawul jamaa dhamma. Yaul mukhataba kasra. So ghaza yaghzu. How will do yaghzuhum? Yaghzuna. They are going for a war. Yaghzuna. Why is it dhamma here? You deleted. So ghaza yaghzu. This is the this thing, no? The ghain, zai, and waw are the root letters. So when you're doing the conjugation of hum, 2 vowels will come together. But we said we have to delete 1 vaw because it's a harful illa. And we'll give a dhamma here. Why is it a dhamma? Because that's the original rule, no? With vowel jama. Only if it's a fatha, we don't touch. But if it is this thing, we'll do. Or yarmuna. Yeah, alhamdulillah. And yarmuna also. Yarmi is a kasra. Now, what is the asl with vowel jama? Yarmuna. We'll give a dhamma. Dhamma. Because that's the original rule with vowel jama. This thing. When you're doing anti, tarmi, it's already a kasra, so no problem. So you'll say tarmina. And this is ghaza yaghzu. You say taghzina. You'll give a kasra again. You'll be like, where did you get? Because original with yaul mukhataba, when you're saying anti, it should be with the kasra. Only if it's a fatha, we don't do anything. So taghzina, you, female, is going for a war, and tarmina, you are going. Then al-muttasil. So first rule in mudara is waul jama' ya al-mukhataba. Al-muttasil bi noon in niswa aw alif al-ithnain. Now we have Nunun Niswa, Hunna and Antunna, and dual, Huma, Antuma, all these ones. لا يحذف حرف العلة. حرف العلة is not deleted. وتقلب الألف ياء مثل, and the alif is made into a ya. For example, يغزون. So see here, غزا يغزو. Hum is also يغزون, but the change is what? Here the verb is يغزو. Correct? Hua is يغزو. You'll just take the noon and bring it. That's it. Both look similar. But here, where are the root letters in the first one? It's the ghain, the zai. That's it. These two. But here the root letters are ghain, zai, and the vav. What is this vav? This is vowel jama'ah. But here, where's the file? The noon is the file. Here, the only two root letters are there. Here, three root letters are there. Yaghuzuna, ghain, zai, and vav. That's the only difference. So what he says, la yuthafu halfulillah. Halfulillah should not be deleted. And if it is an alif, it will be changed into ya. Again, see, da. Let's use our example instead of this thing. How do you make da? Yad'u. Correct? He calls. So how do you say hum? Yad'una. What is this vav? This vav is not a root letter. This vav is the vowel jama'ah. Correct? Yes. And when you go to hunna, you'll take the hua form and just add the noon. This vav, although they do look same, but this is the lam kalima. Yad'una, this is the lam kalima. So there are three root letters here, dal, ain, and vav. So if anybody asks you what's the scale of this, you will say, okay, this is yaf'una. Correct? Yaf'una. And this is what is the scale? Yaf'alna. The scales are different. Here the lam is deleted. We have the vav noon. Here the lam is there. Yaf'ulna actually. Yaf'ulna. Naam, alhamdulillah. They both look the same, but the scale is different. Naam, they look same, yes. So if it is an alif, it will be changed into a ya. But it's different, yes. So Rama, Yarmi is fine, Yarmina is fine. And Yas'aina. Now, Yas'aina, he says this is an alif, correct? Yas'aina. So he changed it into a ya. We know it's a ya because the font is written like a ya, no? So it become a Yas'aina. I mean, this is what he's talking about. If it is an alif, change it into a ya. And we know it because it's very simple, inshallah. So we said, if you remember in Madina books, just add the noon. For female, just add the noon in niswa. You need not do anything. The biryani is ready. You just add the masala or something. We gave an example. So yas'aina. So noon, just add it. Khalas. Noon in niswa. Wa yaghzuwa. For duals also the same thing. Yaghzu. Don't delete anything. Just add the alif noon. Yaghzuwani. They both are doing. Yadmiyani, yas'ayani. Ma'aliful isnain. Well, Amr is like the same thing. So, Mudare, you have to remember two rules. In Madi, you have to remember Taut Tanith and Vowel Jama'ah. Now, delete it and accordingly give this thing. And for others, don't delete. And for this, Vowel Jama'ah and Ya'ul Mukhataba. Not Taut Tanith here, but the Ya'ul Mukhataba, Anti, as well as Nunun Niswa. Don't delete her. Here only we are deleting in Vowel Jama'ah in this thing. Here they are not deleting it. It's just giving the rule that it'll change into a ya and all that. So inshallah, when we do exercise, we'll become more clear. And Muda Amr is also same thing. Mudare Majzoom. You do the same thing like Isa'u. You keep the fathas. Ultimately, it's all about leaving the fathas. Ozu, Urmu, Shoot, Ma'a Wawil Jama'ah. So with Wawil Jama'ah, you will keep the same. And then if it's a fatha, Isa'u. And then Isa'i, Ighzi, Idmi, Ma'a al Mukhataba. So Wawil Jama'ah again. Ya'ul Mukhataba, same rules. And Isa'ina, Ughzuna with Nunun Niswa. So like Mudare, you have to be careful in Mudare, Wa'ul Jama'ah, Ya'ul Mukhataba, Nunun Niswa, Al Isnain. Rest all, don't delete anything. Rest all, don't delete anything. Wazmiya Ma'a Alif Al Isnain. I mean, these rules just help you, inshallah. But ultimately, when you're doing conjugation, Yasa, and then Huma, Yes, Ayani. Why did you change it to an alif? The rule applied, no? Aliful isnain, do it like that. Then hum, yes, au. Why did you delete and why did you give a fatha? It's an alif, give a fatha. No, fathas don't touch. Ultimately, fathas don't touch is the basic rule. All these things, inshallah ta'ala, we have tabdeenat, inshallah, of all the whole lesson. So next class, we'll go through practically all these rules, inshallah, to make it more clear. There's a lot of exercises, lot of exercises, 13 exercises. So I don't know if will finish in one class or not, but yeah, we'll go through, review the whole lesson, start from Salim, Mahmuz, Muda'af, and then Mithal, Ajwaf, Naqis, all the rules again, and then we'll start the exercise. So we might take 2 classes for exercise, inshallah, because sometime we'll revise again all this rule. Okay. Jazakallahu khairan. Barakallahu feek, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. الحمد لله. نعم. السلام عليكم.